Welcome back to Joli Enigma TV, the channel where we dig into the past so you don't have to get your hands dirty. Today, we are putting on our safari boots and taking a deep historical trek into the life of the man who turned president into a lifelong career. He has been called a liberator, a dictator, a grandfather, and Sababwira. We are talking about the man who has outlasted cassette tapes, the Walkman, and even the concept of privacy. This is the deep dive documentary on Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Me, I'm Okikunda Inyasi Joli. This is Joli Enigma TV, where the enigma begins. Now, who is Museveni? Who is Museveni? That's the question. But to understand the man, you have to understand the student. In the 1960s, Museveni wasn't partying. He was at the University of Dar es Salaam, which at the time was basically revolutionary high school. While other students were worried about their grades, Museveni was hanging out with Frelimo rebels from Mozambique, learning how to fire a gun and how to organize a front. He was an intellectual who decided that the pen was mighty, but the AK-47 was a bit more persuasive. He formed the Front for National Salvation for NASA. Essentially, while you were learning the algebra, that is, people who were learning the algebra, Museveni was just learning how to overthrow a government. In the 1980s, Uganda tried to have an election. It went about as well as a screen door on a submarine. Milton Obote was declared the president because he was declared the winner, and Museveni, who ran under the Uganda Patriotic Movement (UPM), got exactly one seat. Instead of writing a long Facebook post like now people do, or complaining to the UN, Museveni took his 27 guns and headed to the LUWERO Triangle. This is the staff of region. Starting a war with 27 guns is like trying to start a forest fire with a wet match. Just remind you, just starting a war with 27 guns is like trying to start a forest fire with a wet match. But Museveni had something better than bullets. That was only patience. He spent 5 years in the bush eating roasted maize and convincing the peasants that he was the messiah they had been waiting for. On January 26th January 1986, the NRA, National Resistance Army, marched into Kampala. Museveni stood on the steps of Parliament, looking young, lean, and very serious. He famously said, "The problem of Africa in general, and Uganda in particular, is not the people, but the leaders who want to overstay in power." At the time, he meant it. He brought stability. He fought the HIV/AIDS epidemic when the rest of the world was ignoring it. He turned the power of Africa from a graveyard into a tourist destination. For 20 years, he was the darling of the West. Bill Clinton called him a new breed of African leader. Little did They know the new breed was planning on staying until the old breed was long forgotten. As the years rolled by, the constitution started to feel a bit tight for Mzee. So like a master tailor, he performed a few adjustments. In 2005, he removed the term limits, because why stop at 2 when you can have 10? In 2017, he removed the age limit. In Uganda, 70-year-old was just the new up to 25. So now the age limit is no longer there. Now 17 year is just like the new 25. To pass these laws, Parliament turned into a wrestling ring. Literally, members of the Parliament were jumping over chairs and throwing microphones. It was better than any WWE match. Through it all, Museveni stayed calm, usually at his farm in Kisozi, probably whispering to a cow, "But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere." That's what Museveni was saying. That's what he said. And he's still there. He never gone anywhere. As he said, as he promised. In 2020s, a new challenger appeared, Bobby Wine, a musician who trades in lyrics instead of bullets. Suddenly, the old man with a heart had to learn how to use Twitter, that is X now. Museveni started calling the youth his Bazukulu, grandchildren. It's a brilliant tactical move. It's hard to rebel against your grandfather when he's giving you an advice and occasionally doing push-ups on TV to show you he can still outrun you. He transitioned from a guerrilla commander to a digital judger, providing and proving that whether it's through the jungle or through a hashtag, he knows how to control the narrative. Now, the biggest mystery on Joli Enigma TV, it is, who is next? Is it General Muhoozi Kainerugaba? Some call it the Muhoozi Project. Museveni calls it democracy. Critics call it a monarchy with extra steps. Museveni remains the ultimate chess grandmaster. He keeps his allies close, his enemies in court, and his cows in the pasture. He has turned political survival into a fine art form, whereby in 1970s there was guerrilla warfare and survival against Idi Amin. 1980s People's War, where they captured Kampala with 27 guns. 1990s economic reform, where Museveni and the West became the West favorite leader. In the years of 2000, legal maneuvering, where he removed the term limits, but it was not him, rather it was Ugandans. 2020s, the Jaja strategy, where using grandfather's persona to keep the youth in check. As we cross this documentary, one thing is certain: Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is not just a president. He is a historical era. He is the man who saw the beginning of Cold War, the end of Cold War, and will probably be there to see the first human colony on Mars, and he will probably try to tax them. So, whether you like him or not, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is the legendary president in the Great Lakes region, whether starting from Uganda, starting from LUWERO, starting from Ntungamo, where he was born, up to now, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, his name, his figure, his public figure, and is known all over the world, not only in Uganda, not only in Kampala, not only in Kigali, not only Bujumbura, not only elsewhere, but in the whole world. They know that Yoweri Kaguta Museveni in 2026, on 12 May, is now ruling the new term. Is becoming a very good leader. So this is Joli Enigma TV. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep your finger away from the leopard's tail. As Museveni has said, I am Okikunda Inyas Joli. Thank you very much for today. See you next time.